Welcome back. Discussing cameras and sound bars today with Andrew Sadiger for Tech Talk. How are you doing today, Andrew?
Doing really good.
I'm glad. We're going to rock it out to some tunes. We've been playing them on the commercial break. This is going to be fun.
So I brought down today, this is the Yamaha sound projector. This is the 2200 model. And this is what's called a sound bar. So there's a couple different companies that are out there making different sound bars, and they're all very similar in essence. This is one of the best ones that are out there in my view. There's a couple cool things that this thing does. So first of all, as you can see, this is the entire soundbar speaker here, and this is completely wall mountable. So it's on the little feet right now, but on the bottom the little feet will come off, and then this will actually mount right on your wall, right below your TV.
Really?
So the idea is to conserve space, you know, and I'm actually going through the transition right now in my house that I have a 50-inch TV. I now bought myself a sound bar, and everything's off the wall. I'm getting rid of my big, huge old stereo and just going to something a lot more compact. The cool thing with this guy here, and I'll see if I can pan it over, is as you can see in the center here, you can see all these little tiny holes. And this is 16 different speakers that are built into this sound bar. And this is what makes it really, really cool.
Does this take the place of all the speakers that you would put therefore behind your couch?
Absolutely.
And, you know, but how do you get the feeling of surround sound if it's all coming out of one place here?
That's a fantastic question.
Well, I'm glad I asked it.
So because it has so many speakers built into the one sound bar, and the cool thing with the Yamaha system is that Yamaha, on the remote control, you push one button, and from wherever you're sitting, the sound bar kind of identifies the area of the room where that came from, and then it starts to bounce sound off the walls using all the different speakers. So it's actually going to give you a surround sound feeling inside your house just out of one sound bar.
I find that amazing.
Yeah, and it's really cool. But the only limitation of just a sound bar on its own is that it can only go down to roughly 200 hertz, which isn't that low for bass. So on the side here, you're going to see is that it'll come with its own passive subwoofer. So the benefit to the subwoofer is that this is going to give you all the low end. But the cool thing is that you're getting all the big bulkiness out of a subwoofer, but you're able to push it off to the corner. This one from Yamaha is a corded subwoofer, but there's a bunch of them out there like made by Panasonic and all the other different companies that are completely wireless subwoofers, which makes it a little bit cooler. So one of the fun things with this one is obviously going to be the sound, and it has a fantastic sound, so I'll cue up a song here. And it's got a rich, nice, full sound. I don't know if you can hear me still.
I don't care. It sounds good. Let's just listen to it.
It sounds good, absolutely. So on this particular model, you can see it has a front-facing screen down here in the corner. So it gives you all your different inputs. So right now, because we're listening just to a two-channel stereo, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to produce a 3D surround sound. But this has 3 HDMI inputs. It has optical inputs, stereo audio. So if you have some of the old-fashioned cords, these guys right here, this will all still work. So you don't have to worry about buying like the latest and greatest technology to use the soundbar. This is very well adaptable with all your other technology.
That's important because a lot of people don't feel like upgrading every little thing they have to in order to get a new piece of equipment, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's the one nice thing is that you're able to keep everything that you have and still have a nice soundbar. And the amount of space that you're saving by switching to something like this is really, really beneficial. You know, I go into, what's the store down at the coast, the IKEA, and they have stuff all over the walls. It's crazy. You're like, wow, and they're talking about, you know, look at the amount of space you can have when you start thinking like three-dimensional. And using the space on the walls, this is something really cool.
Okay, that's fantastic. How long have these been around for? Because honestly, today's my day one on learning about sound bars, to be honest.
These have been around for, I don't know, they've been around for a few years now. But something to this caliber like the Yamaha has produced has only been around for about a year now. Okay. So to give you the amount of stereo output that this thing can do and the amount of power, you're going to get something that's really cool.
Fantastic. All right, let's turn this back up. We're going to take a quick break and more tech talk in just a few minutes. Stay with us.